So now I'm gonna show you an example of how your character can function differently depending on how you build them. So I should have had this active now when I was playing with my Melta gun, because this one would have, every time I was killing a Majoris level enemy or higher, I would get 1 primary ammo back. So this one is boosting my Melta gun, but I didn't have it. I was doing fine without it though, but this is a great way to save ammo for Melta gun. So this one is great for Melta gun, might be working okay for plasma gun as well. But this one automatically reloads my weapon and make me do 20% more damage for 10 seconds. So this one is really good as well. So you have to choose. So you have to switch your skills depending on how you play. Like this one is melee and gun strike damage after a perfect parry dodge or block. And this one is after switching weapons, your secondary weapon does 25% more damage. So this can also be very powerful to boost your pistol. But now we are going to go into bolter weapons just to see the difference. And I want to boost my bolt weapons. So now I'm gonna switch over to this skill one. So now my bolt weapons will penetrate one more enemy. So the bolters are better against single target enemies, but now I made them better against groups of people as well. Only negative factor about this is that if your friends are standing behind the enemies you're shooting, you will automatically do friendly fire upon them. So that's the negative, but it's really good. It makes your bolter weapons really fun. So if you like bolter weapons and want to use bolter weapons, this one will boost it. And bolters are actually really good against any type of single target. Let's see here. I also switched this. So I had this one. This is a good early skill because it makes grenades replenish for the whole team. So this is a super good team booster that gives everybody in the squad 1 equipment charge, grenades. But the thing is, he has this skill, improved efficiency. So if I use my class skill and I scan 10 enemies or 3 Majoris level or higher, I get an equipment charge. But that's only me, my character. But now I will get my grenade when I do this with the scan, but the rest of my team will do 15% more range damage. So this is can be considered better depending on how much or how little grenades you use. So I'm gonna switch over to that. Not only will I boost myself 15%, I will also boost my team 15%. But if my team is 1 assault and 1 bulwark that is using a pistol, this might not be too good. But I'm gonna try it out. They will still get the bonus, but if I have a bulwark and an assault in my team, the boost will not be as good. Then maybe this one would still be better. So, you need to find different ways to play your character. How will it boost it best? So now when I'm switching over to my bolter weapons here, we have, I'm gonna run with this one. This is my heavy bolt rifle. Perks I've chosen is magazine size increase. Health drops below 30%, your ammo reserve is restored by a full magazine. So this means I also get a ammunition boosts from my weapon. So if I have a ammo boost on my weapon perk, I can skip a magazine perk on my character, for example. Shots will penetrate enemy block stances. There's a lot of enemies blocking, so you can shoot some of the damage through, or more of it. Enemies at a distance longer than 25 meters will take 20% more damage, so with range you will do more damage, firing at a distance. 10% more against Terminus, that's the bosses. Ammo reserves, increased ammo to the field. Shots will penetrate enemy block stances, dealing 25% of the usual damage. These also, that increase the ammo reserves, they will also help the ammo boxes. The single ammo boxes, the amount of ammo you get from them will increase as you pick them up. Because if you have, this one have ammo reserve 300, but if it only has 200, the ammo box itself will give less ammo. Killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, you deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. So it will be, if you kill, you will do more damage. So this is very good with the bolter penetrating enemy thing, because you will kill enemies faster, which means you will automatically activate this more often as well. Magazine size increased by 15% of the maximum. Equipped weapons maximum spread decreases by 50% firing from without aiming, which is good if you're surrounded and need to mow down some Majoris enemies. This one skill on the weapon as well, each shot penetrates one additional target. So now the bolter with my perk skill from my class and from this weapon, now I can hit 3 enemies with the same shot. So now I have 1 more penetration. So with 1 bolt I can hit 3 enemies. So if you got a big group running at you, you can hit several with everything you're throwing. So suddenly your 1 bolter become 3 bolters. Last perk, 10% more damage. So this one is super powerful, at least maxed out. I like it. So equipping that, we're also doing. I like the heavy bolter. It doesn't have as good accuracy, but the firepower goes up there. So it's you can also choose this, but you get less ammo, but the accuracy go up. It has more recoil than the normal bolter. But as you level it up, you get a bigger magazine, so it gets equal, but a little bit more powerful. I think this one goes up to 8 in damage or something like that. This one has 10, yeah, so it's similar. Faster shot as well, so you could do that one, but it will be less ammo. You can go this one. I like it. I like the heavy bolt pistol. So heavy bolter with increased ammo, heavy bolt rifle, and a heavy bolt pistol. We're throwing it out there on the field to see how it goes. So when you play with a bolter, your grenades will be very, very important.
Support the defensive fortifications against the foulness of the warp.
Let's get the Cadians out of the way here. Blow. We already found our medistins. Let's see if we can find a Malta bomb. We switched, so we have to use our skill to retain our equipment. So we have to use our class skill a lot more this time. It will be... Here we go. So the best thing you can do when you have bolt penetration is to get them in a row. Just mow them down. From the side here. This is the option or grenade. So as long as you have grenades, you should use those. But that is how you clear waves. In the beginning it feels like you can only do wave clears if you have a melta-gun, which is not true. That's why I did it. I just wanted to prove that the bolter is just as powerful as the melta-gun, and even better with some perk upgrades, because now it can do what the melta-gun does and is better against bosses. But in general, just play around with the weapons to see what fits your playstyle, because you can't really get
ourselves before the next attack.
You can't really get any information that makes you know what you like to play. So just test everything out and get the feel for it. And then you also have to remind yourself that everything that you do use is at its crap level when you start learning them. And you also need to like test out the different ways to use them tactically. Like the Power Fist. The Power Fist is like one of the best melee weapons in the game. But you have to learn how to play it. Gonna kill him faster. Headshots are good. When you have the bolter, there is also something you can do. So when you play bolter, always try to, or other single target weapons, try to aim for the head. You want headshots. It increases the damage. Shock grenades also good. Shock grenades, the best value of those are when you throw them in like door openings like these. Any wave of enemies need to run through that damage, so they can potentially hurt more enemies, and you can shoot at them at the same time because they get slowed down. So shock grenades can be extremely powerful, and your allies can see the damage effect, so they can avoid it easier. They can't really avoid your frag grenade if you throw them at their feet. But a shock grenade they can dodge out of easily. So, really powerful bolter, maxed out of course. This is normal. Enemies on hard have more health and do more damage. So definitely do train your skills and your weapons on this difficulty level first. So that is, let's see, adventure. Participating in objectives. So if I do one more, I get 20 points. So it's a one way to grind for points. I also have this bolt pistol. So the amount of ammo you have when you go bolter is just... It's crazy if you run out. It should be impossible. Lower levels, definitely possible because you have to throw more bullets. But end game, you got all the bullets you need.
We shall fight until our duty ends.
Whole gate gone. So it's not as effective. Should have done that on the next round. I just lost my ability to get a new melter bomb. Oh well. That's what it happens. So basically I switched my skills and I forgot about it and remembered it afterwards.
We have reports of a command presence on the battlefield. You may be in for a challenging fight.
You do have to remember what skills you have equipped. And that's a problem if you switch around a lot. You forget your strengths. So find out what you like and play that way. It will make it easier. You won't out-adjust yourself. So if you see here, spotter. So I need to spot enemies, class skill, to get points there. And I need headshots and scanning and killing. So it's you need to focus on your class skills as well to earn points faster than the points you get from the waves. So I'll do another Kidian buy. Oh, they already bought everyone. Okay. Someone is throwing their points. You can do that. The problem is that you will not have any points saved up for the Dreadnought or Astartes. So it's not that it's super bad. It's just that you cannot guarantee later victories, depending on how far you get. So it's something you can do, but I advised against it. Just buy the first one, then the second one on this, and the third one on 11 to 15. This was at least a good buy. He bought this at the beginning. So he bought this at wave 6. And we can use that for every wave until the end now. So that was actually a good buy. But you don't get the foraging skill from that. So that's the only issue. So, the first wave come here. I'm gonna use my aux scan. What is it called? Auxes.
Stand ready.
Because I get the equipment charge every time I use it. So I need 3 Majoris or
Enemy activity has disrupted the fortress's internal systems. You must
10 or 3 bigger guys. Yeah. And I also have that skill when I don't scan the smaller ones. I need to unequip that one. But at least I got 3 there. So any skills on any character that gives you back your equipment charge is really good. If you don't play with that, then you need to have a tactical in your team that replenish that every 60 seconds. But then you'll lose your 15% boost on all your range weapons. So it's almost better to have him if you can have a squad of people that can recharge their own equipment charge is best. Okay, we have a brother down here. Brother down. As long as you have Cadians, they can actually occupy the enemy so you can save someone. No Cadians, now you're stuck with the crowd. And the thing with enemies, see this? You're stuck with clearing the enemies first. Then you save your brothers. You need to save yourself to be able to save others. Basically. Base concept of saving others. When you cannot save yourself anymore, you're not in any... you don't have the ability to save anyone else, because you can't even save yourself. So you're taking a risk if you help others at that point. Because you can have a lictor jump out, you can have a ravener, you can have spore mines, whatever. So it's if they do die and go down, the spawn will be 60 seconds, at least on normal, and there will be the time won't go down as in hard when you kill bigger enemies. So you're basically stuck with trying to survive until they respawn. The good thing about the gun strikes also is that you don't require any ammo for it, so it's a way to use your pistol even when you've used up all your ammo.
It's time to rearm before they return.
Okay, so if I take this one, it will increase my team, increase range damage for 20, and then I got the team one 15, so that's increased 35. So this one is viable. This one reduces range damage from the enemies. So we're gonna try and increase damage this time.
Dispatching additional tactical resources.
Reducing melee. Also very good against Tyranids though, with the bulwark. But killing the enemies also restricts them from making damage. And if you're a team of people, you can choose one each. You don't have to have the same starties. So that way you get more... I don't know if it's team boost or if it's a personal boost. But you get a good variety. picked something that boosts you best. Best choice. Oh. There we go. Oh, shit. That's the worst spot to be in. Getting a minigun on you while you pick objective. Got a sorcerer reviving enemies. This is not good. That was a mistake you did. You can actually kill yourself with the Melta. Or all grenades, really. It's even worse on hard. So you can down yourself quite easily with explosives. So be careful where you plant your Melta bombs. Because they will not be nice to you. Disturbing thing about my teammates here is they both have a data relic, but they both have a skull each, which means they have been downed and they haven't healed themselves up to full health. So they will waste their relic when they can simply use 1 or 2 steam packs, depending on how good they are getting their health back. Like there, he wasted his Guardian relic. He could have healed up at some point instead. Sometimes it happens within the same wave, then it's nothing you can do about it, but if there's a pause in between to get medical items, you wasted 200 points basically that you could have saved for less value. Wave 15 Dread, here we go. So playing the way I'm doing right now, you're saving your points so you can afford the Dread. This might be hard or almost impossible as a beginner. But if you save up as much points as possible with the rest of the group, you will be able to pay for it. This will be the thing that helps you clear 15 if you have a hard time with it. They want to continue, but they have the points. I used my points to clear 15. I'm done here. Now they will have a bot. The bot isn't too bad. You can't really hurt the bot, and they are well programmed that they barely never go down, so I don't know how their armor and health works. And they are... sometimes they manage to raise you from prone when the enemy has beaten you down, in situations where no one else would have saved you. So what we got here? We had one skill that was messing with us the entire game, and I think it's this one. Yeah, so this one makes the Auspex scan last longer, but it ignores minores. So this is good for bosses, like if you're fighting Hellbrutes or anything of those last wave bosses. But it was messing with us so we couldn't get our Melta charges. So when you find a flaw in your build, you look. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take 75% more equipment damage. Scanning an extremis or terminus level enemy restores Auspex scans charge by 50%. And this is better, because we need our scan to get our equipment. So, I thought this was good, and it is. But it wasn't as good with this skill. So, when you try something out, if it doesn't work, just switch it out. Play around with it. Okay, so let's go into the the skills here that I've chosen. I've chosen ammo reserves increase 15%. Medicare stims restored 40%. So this makes the healing stims better. Each consecutive headshot increase headshot damage by 3% up to 15. So this is a bonus if you're shooting at someone that's standing still, basically, which happens sometimes. Collecting an ammo box restores ability charge by 25%. So it's something that can help you restore aspects. So if we reset, you only have these to choose from, and in the beginning you can only choose from these 3, and the others unlock when you get other prestige levels. But I had a problem. For example, the reason why I take Medicare stims is because Medicare stims can restore your skull to good health, which means you can survive. Your survivability becomes better. Because as long as you have the skull next to your life meter, you will die. So with increased function of your healing stims, you can get to full health with your healing stim, which will heal your mortal wound. Fortitude, I thought it was good, but I swapped it out because those 15% of increased health was preventing me to heal up. It was like I always had like this left to heal. So I had to use one more stim to get to healing the mortal wound. So I ended up taking this off and sticking with this and just a normal health. And now I heal up better. So you could play around with this as well, but I advise you to do these: ammo reserve, resilience, acuity, however you pronounce that, spear power. I like those 4. They're doing good for me at least. So that will be the end of the tactical showcase. How to play tactical.